Alright everyone, welcome back to more Mass Effect. Before we get started playing, I'd like to give a huge shout out to a new sub of mine, Zach Mata, or Mota. I'm really sorry if I said your last name wrong. Let me know if I didn't say it correctly. Sorry about that if I did say it wrong. But yeah, Zach's been really helpful. He's given me a lot of tips and tricks here about stuff, just generally stuff to help me in this game that the game didn't really explain to me, like Paragon and Renegade choices and what exactly they're for. And yeah, that really helped. So basically I'm going to work on, due to his advice, I'm going to work on getting my charm and intimidation up so I can have option to those choices. I'm probably going to mostly stick with the Paragon. He also let me know about Tali and her skill unlock, which should come in handy. Yeah, and he also let me know that I should be talking to, after every major mission, I should be talking to the squad because it can help open up side quests and stuff. That'll help me in the game and can affect Mass Effect 2, end up affecting Mass Effect 2 and 3. So yeah, again, thank you again, Zach. I really appreciate all the tips and tricks you left in the comment section. It's been very helpful. Or rather, it's going to be very helpful because I'm starting the new recording session today. I also give a shout out to Farnick, which he commented a few moments before I got ready to record, and he also mentioned the talking to teammates after major missions, and he also let me know that I should change my teammate settings to defensive, from defensive to all. That way I don't have to micromanage skills and they'll use their skills on their own. So definitely I'm going to be changing that. And yeah. Oh yeah, and also Zach let me know he had answered a question that I had in one of my previous parts, and that's whether or not squad mates level up if you don't have them in your party. And yeah, he basically told me they do level up even if they're not with you, which is great because then I won't have to worry about also micromanaging their levels. I can just have whoever I want on my team. Yeah, so again, shout out to Zach, and I really appreciate the help, man. I appreciate it. And also thank you, Farnick, again. So yeah, let's get into some more Mass Effect. So do I change? I don't remember where I changed my squad. Oh, here we go. Squad power usage to all. There we go. So that should be good. And I don't remember if I talked to everyone last night. Oh, shoot, did I end it after the meeting with the council? I think I did. Excuse me. Yeah, so it's probably a good idea for me to go talk to everybody. Who's up here? Joker is not a squad member, but I think he does have dialogue options, so maybe...
Hey, Commander, next time we touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet, if you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect.
Luckily, I got
Takes
the
a while
best
to get used
pilot.
to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
How'd you end up joining the Alliance?
Look, if you're looking for an inspirational tale of the crippled kid overcoming impossible odds, you're gonna be disappointed. My mother was a civilian contractor working for the Alliance. I basically grew up on the Arcturus station back when they were building up the fleets. Spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the Academy.
How'd you end up joining the Alliance?
Look, if you're looking for an my mother spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the Academy.
How's the
The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on you. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned.
I'm sorry.
You mean?
Sorry, I'm skipping through this because I
mean you
just
didn't know?
I couldn't remember if I did the dialogue option, but I do remember doing
Okay,
this.
I've got Frolix.
He told me
Even
about
with
his
crutches in my
disease
leg,
and
put the Normandy
how
in
his
my hands,
bones
I'll
are
make a
fragile.
Dance for you. Just don't ask me
Okay.
to get up and dance unless, you know.
I have to
All
go.
right.
See you.
Cuckoo. All right, so let's go talk to the squad members. Oh,
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, sir, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
oh, just remembered. Apparently I did. I'm just gonna dump it all into charm. I'm mostly gonna go into charm because I'm still gonna level up intimidate, but I mostly want to get into charm because I'd rather go for the shoot, I forgot what it's called. Red is Renegade, and then blue is Paragon, I think. Oh yeah, it says it up there. Paragon. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go for Paragon. Yeah, everything's looking good so far. Let's go talk to Caden. I know he's always here.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
They deserve to know what we're up against.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
Anything I can do?
No, Commander, it'll settle down. It's rough sometimes, but they spike higher than a lot of L3s. Except for you, of course. Besides, I fared a lot better than some after Kinetics was through.
Got a story there, Olenko?
You know the records about the biotic training out on Jump Zero? They're all classified. Because the Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop
Is it
implants
me
for humans.
or
Once we had an embassy,
is like the background music louder than the actual like speech dialogue? If it is, let me know. It feels like it's louder to me. I think I'll lower it a little bit after this dialogue thing, but let me know if it's fine. And also let me know how my voice is and how the game audio is. It'll help because I've been messing around with the audio and I've been trying to see what works best. I don't want my game audio to overpower my voice, and you can't hear me when I'm speaking. So yeah, let me know how the audio is sounding. Okay, now let's get back into this. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Get your knuckles wrapped a few times, Lieutenant?
Yeah, you could say that. Our instructor was a Turian by the name of Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
Did he ever face charges for that?
He got his, yeah. But like everything else at Jump Zero, it was under the table. The less said, the better. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I'm glad there aren't many aliens like the Thorian. I don't think my stomach could take it. One of my cousins has an agribusiness. I was thinking of calling him. Maybe he can get some shipments into Feros. I mean, now that they're cut off from the company.
Just trying to get a sense of where
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows
I feel
what
like
she's
I've
doing.
heard this dialogue before
I
too.
get the feeling you want to ask me something,
Or,
Commander.
I don't know. Didn't I already ask her this? Tell me more about you.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process.
Oh, okay.
As I said, I am not
Never
used to
mind.
dealing with people, especially
I do remember
humans.
what she's talking
I
about,
did not
though.
really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
We don't have the luxury of time. An Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to
Sounds
change
like
their
humans.
minds, Shepard.
I'm just kidding.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what happened on Akuz. The fact that you survived shows a remarkable strength.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you. To understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Are you sure you're interested in me? Or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief Williams.
Chief Williams? Who the hell is Williams? Oh, Ashley? Shit. None of these sound right. I'm not in a relationship with Ashley. She's a racist. This is closest to no.
Williams and I are just friends, nothing more.
My mistake.
I wish the
Commander.
choices matched
I am
up
not
with
as
what
adept at
they were
understanding
actually going to say a
human
little bit
relationships as I
better.
thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction, or was I wrong about that too?
Ooh. I do know that Mass Effect has romance, so this is one of the romance options? Why not?
You were right. There is something between us.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
Doesn't have to,
These
sweetheart.
things never make sense. They just happen, and we get swept up in the storm.
You make it sound so
Oh, so cringe.
chaotic, so dangerous.
I'll keep you safe.
I am not looking for a protector. This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. You. I need some time.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
Thank you, Shepard. Let's just talk about something else for now.
I'd like to know more about
We
these.
were the first. Although we seek to understand other
Okay.
species, it seems few of them seek to understand us.
That
The
dialogue's
galaxy
the
is filled
same.
with rumors and misinformation.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Goodbye, Liara. My alien waifu. Who we got?
Yes, Commander?
You got
Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse.
I should go.
Goodbye,
I'm
Commander.
curious here. Either the dialogue is the same for
Yes,
some of these
Commander?
side characters,
Is there something you
or
need?
How did you end up
am I
serving
not
on the
progressing their
Alliance
I
dialogue
enlisted
tree
right
enough?
out of... But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse. And the Alliance always...
How did you end
I
up
enlisted... But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep... But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance, it tends to keep...
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Okay. So, yeah, all of that was the same. Let's go down to, the bottom floor to see what everyone else is up to. And I gotta remember, Tally is in the engine room. So down there. Talk to Rex first.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
Yes, we do, bro.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core.
Rex's voice sounds
I
so familiar.
met him.
I wonder who his voice actor is. It sounds very familiar.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
It was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Wait, that's it.
Shepard.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of...
So we leave. Hire ourselves out.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Gotta admire those colonials. That's about the worst place for a colony I've ever seen. Given the option, I'd get the hell out of Dodge.
What's your opinion on the last
Gotta
mission?
admire those Given the option, I'd get the
Do you
hell
have a
out
few
of
minutes to talk?
Sure.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Are you interested in the Lieutenant, Chief?
Of course not, sir. Fraternization is against regulations. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
Next, you'll tell me you all ran across green fields singing show tunes.
Don't knock show tunes. I might have to take exception. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Sounds like that situation didn't last.
Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
He's not a zombie, is he?
You know, from heaven, wherever that is. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
You know that old saw, there's never an atheist in a foxhole? I've been in a lot of foxholes.
Yeah, I guess you have. I've met a few people who were really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I should get back to... I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Hey. Let's talk to Garrus now.
Commander, how are you?
I gotta go.
Commander.
Actually, we're at 30 minutes, so I'm gonna end it here, and then when we come back, I mean, we will continue talking to Garrus, and then we'll talk to Tali afterwards too. And then I think we might actually hit some side missions, rather than the main mission. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next part.